Getting ready for your North Carolina driving test? Let's see what you know. I've got 50 practice questions. Keep track of your score because I want to know how you did. Ready? Let's go. Question 1. What does a red octagon mean? The answer is stop. Come to a complete stop. Come on now, we're starting easy. Question 2. What does an inverted triangle sign mean? Yield, slow down and give the right of way when necessary. Question 3. What does a circular yellow warning sign indicate? A railroad crossing is ahead. Question 4. What do orange signs generally indicate? Construction or work zone conditions. Question 5. What do blue signs generally indicate? Motorist services. Question 6. What do green signs generally indicate? Directions, destinations, and distances. Question 7. What does a flashing red traffic signal mean? Stop completely, then proceed when safe. Question 8. What does a flashing yellow traffic signal mean? Slow down and proceed with caution. Remember, flashing red, stop. Flashing yellow, use caution. Question 9. What does a solid yellow center line on your side generally mean? Passing is prohibited from your lane. Question 10. What do double solid yellow center lines generally mean? Do not cross them to pass. 10 down. How's that score looking? Question 11. At a four-way stop, who normally proceeds first? The vehicle that arrived and stopped first. Question 12. If two vehicles arrive at the same time, who yields? The driver on the left yields to the driver on the right. Question 13. What must drivers do for pedestrians in a crosswalk? Yield and allow them to cross safely. Question 14. When making a left turn, who must you yield to? Oncoming traffic and pedestrians. Question 15. Before entering a roundabout, what should you do? Yield to traffic already circulating. Question 16. What should you do in poor road or weather conditions? Reduce your speed to a safe level. Question 17. Can driving too slowly be unsafe? Yes, if it unnecessarily impedes normal traffic. Question 18. Is the posted speed limit always a safe speed? No, conditions may require slower driving. Question 19. How close can you park to a fire hydrant? Do not park within 15 feet. Question 20. How close can you park to a stop sign? Do not park within 30 feet. Remember, 15 feet from a hydrant, 30 feet from a stop sign. Question 21. Parking uphill with a curb, which way should your front wheels turn? Away from the curb. Question 22. Parking downhill with a curb, which way should your front wheels turn? Toward the curb. Uphill away. Downhill toward. Lock that in. Question 23. A school bus has flashing red lights and its stop arm extended. What should you do? Stop when required and remain stopped until it is lawful and safe to proceed. Question 24. What if you're on the opposite side of a divided roadway from a stopped school bus? Stopping requirements depend on the roadway configuration and separation. Review the North Carolina specific diagrams and rules. Question 25. An emergency vehicle approaches with lights and siren. What should you do? Yield, move safely to the right, and stop until it passes. Question 26. What should you do near a stopped emergency or service vehicle with warning lights? Move over when safely possible, otherwise slow down as required. Question 27. What's a normal following interval? At least 3 seconds and increase it in poor conditions. Don't ride somebody's bumper. Give yourself room. Question 28. What should you do before changing lanes? Check your mirrors, signal, check your blind spot, then move when clear. Question 29. What should you do before backing? Look carefully behind and around your vehicle. Don't rely only on mirrors. Question 30. What should you do before turning? Signal appropriately, check your surroundings, and yield as required. 30 down, 20 to go. Question 31. What's the blood alcohol concentration threshold for most drivers aged 21 and older? 0.08%. Question 32. What's the threshold for commercial motor vehicle drivers? 0.04%. Question 33. What about drivers under 21 and alcohol? North Carolina applies a zero-tolerance approach. Do not drive after consuming alcohol. Question 34. When should headlights be used? From sunset to sunrise, and whenever visibility or applicable law requires them. Question 35. What should you do with glare from oncoming headlights? Don't stare into the lights. Use the right edge of your lane or roadway as a guide. Question 36. What should you do if your vehicle hydroplanes? Ease off the accelerator and avoid sudden braking or steering. Question 37. What should you do during a tire blowout? Hold the wheel firmly, ease off the accelerator, and slow gradually. Question 38. What should you do if your brakes fail? Use appropriate emergency braking measures and safely get off the roadway. We're getting close. Question 39. How much lane space is a motorcycle entitled to? A full lane. Question 40. What should you remember when driving near large trucks? Stay out of large blind spots and allow extra stopping and maneuvering room. Question 41. Railroad crossing lights are flashing. What should you do? Stop as required and wait until it is safe and lawful to cross. Question 42. Should you ever drive around a lowered railroad gate? Never. Not because you're late, not because you're impatient. Never. Question 43. What should you remember about seatbelts? Make sure everyone is properly restrained as required by law. Question 44. What should you do if you miss your highway exit? Continue to the next exit. Never back up on a highway. Listen, you missed the exit. It's okay. The GPS will figure it out. Keep going. Question 45. What about texting while driving? Do not manually enter or read text-based communications while driving. Question 46. What should you do at an inoperative traffic signal? Approach with extreme caution and follow North Carolina rules for the intersection. Question 47. What should you do when entering traffic from a parked position? Signal, check your mirrors and blind spots, and yield. Question 48. What should you do if you're dangerously tired? Pull off safely and rest. Don't try to be a superhero. Get some rest. Question 49. What is defensive driving? Anticipating hazards and other road users' mistakes while maintaining enough space to react. Here we go. Question 50. What's your overall priority when driving? Obey traffic laws, remain attentive, maintain control, and protect all road users. And that's all 50. How did you do? Drop your score out of 50 in the comments. Remember, these are independent educational practice questions. They are not official NCDMV test questions, are not endorsed by NCDMV, and there's no guarantee these exact questions will appear on your test. Always review the current official North Carolina Driver Handbook. Want to keep studying? Visit GreensboroNCnews.com and check out our complete North Carolina driving license test resource hub. Create your free account to access downloadable study resources, review road signs and symbols, prepare for the road test, and access the official North Carolina Driver Handbook provided by NCDMV. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe to Greensboro Triad Access and Greensboro NC News, and share this with someone preparing for their North Carolina driving test. Study hard, stay focused, and when test day comes, go in there and handle your business. Good luck and drive safe.